Section 11 Indian Contract Act. Can a 10-year-old child buy a house? Can an intoxicated person sign a valid agreement? Can someone who doesn't understand what they are signing be legally bound by it? The answer lies in one important concept, that is capacity to contract. Hi, I am Prasad. Welcome back to One Section at a Time. We have spoken about proposals, promises, agreements, and consideration. But here's a fundamental question. Even if all these elements exist, can everyone enter into a contract? The answer is no. Today, let us understand Section 11 of the Indian Contract Act. What does Section 11 say? Section 11 states that every person is competent to contract who has attained the age of majority, is of sound mind, is not disqualified by any law. Simple. To enter into a valid contract, a person must satisfy all the three conditions: age of majority, sound mind, and not disqualified by any law. Let us look at each of the conditions. Condition 1, age of majority. Under Indian law, majority is equal to 18 years. In certain cases involving guardianship, the age is 21 years. If a person is below the age of majority, he is a minor. He or she is a minor. And this leads us to one of the most famous cases in Indian contract law, Mohori Bibee versus Dharmodas Ghose, 1903. The facts are, a minor mortgaged his property and borrowed money. Later, the lender tried to enforce the agreement. The matter reached the Privy Council. The court held a minor's agreement is void from the very beginning. Not voidable, not partially valid, simply void. Why this case matters? Every law student must remember this. Minor's agreement is void ab initio, meaning invalid from the very beginning. This case is almost guaranteed to appear in discussions about capacity. The second condition, that is sound mind, Section 12 explains this further. A person is of sound mind if he understands the contract, he understands its consequences. Examples: a normal adult entering into a contract, perfectly fine. However, an intoxicated person, a person suffering from temporary insanity, a person incapable of understanding the transaction would not be considered as a person with sound mind. So such people may not be considered as capable to enter into a contract. Condition 3, not disqualified by law. Some person may be prohibited by law from entering into specific contracts. Examples include alien enemies during a war, certain insolvents, convicts in specific situation. The law may restrict their contractual capability. Why capacity matters in contract law? Contract law protects people who may not fully understand the consequences of their action. The law wants free consent, informed decisions, fair transactions, and without capacity, a contract loses its legitimacy. So let's do a very quick recap on capacity. To enter into a valid contract, a person must be a minor, be of sound mind, not disqualified by law. And remember, Mohori Bibee versus Dharmodas Ghose, a minor's agreement is equal to void ab initio, that is, void from the very beginning. Before asking whether a contract exists, first ask, was the person legally capable of entering into one? I hope you found this useful. Share it with a fellow law student. Follow one section at a time for more legal concepts explained simply. In the next episode, we can explore, can a minor ever benefit from a contract? A fascinating exception every law student should know. Until then, keep learning, keep questioning, and keep listening. Thank you.